Hello, welcome people. Come on in. Hello, welcome people. Sorry, didn't turn my volume there. Well, hello, welcome. Wilfred, welcome. Thank you for joining. Oh, Laura, welcome. Thank you for joining, people. Please share this link. Please share this to somebody. Invite somebody. Welcome as you join, please. Welcome, welcome. All my favorite people. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for joining so much. So what's God gonna do today? How is he gonna lead this broadcast today? I don't know what he's gonna do, but so the church has the answer to the problem going on in the world today. The church do have the answer to all the problems going on in the world. Believe it or not, a lot of people think that the church is not the answer, but the church is the answer. The church is the answer. The church is responsible for the problems are going on in the world today. People might disagree with me. Some people might agree with me, but as Christians, we are failing on our mission. Everybody is failing on the mission. Why they were created, why they were born, why we were put here on earth. A lot of people are failing on it. Like I said, I was failing on my mission because I didn't know the church that was supposed to help me find out to live towards my full potential, they were failing. Instead, they were the one that was actually diverting me from why I was born, from my purpose, from my destiny. People might disagree, but it is true. A lot of churches today, you will go there, you're broken, you're in pain, and you go to church or you go to a pastor and said, I need help. I am, and guess what? They fail you. They will never help you. Instead, they will create more problem and they will give you more depression and they will give you more anxiety. They will give you all these diseases. At the end, when you simply went there with one problem, you usually come out of different problems. They will start corrupting your mind. They start making you doubt. They start making you think ways that you were not thinking. They throw sow seeds into your brain. Things that you never crossed your mind. They will bring it instead of just show you the direction to God. That is all you want there. You're lost. When you're lost, you go to the church and you're supposed to be rescued. But today, you go to the church, you are not being rescued by the church. Instead, it's something else that they're doing. They're making money out of you or something. But when you are depressed, when you're in pain, you're supposed to go to the church, and the church is supposed to help you out of that depression or out of that anxiety or whatever it might be. The church was supposed to be the answer, but today it is not the answer. And we need to stand up and we need to start thinking that we need to start producing results, but there is no result. Even though a lot of churches, they make a lot of money, they have billions of money, but what are they doing with those billions of money? They're using it for their own gain. Are they using it for the poor and the needy? Are they using it for them? No. Instead, they're ripping out of the poor and needy. And you think God likes that? It's in the Bible. You cannot do that. You cannot take from the poor to enrich yourself. That is a no-no. God will never did that. He never did that when he was here on earth. Jesus never did that. He never took from the poor and enrich himself. He was the one giving to the poor. He was the one intending to the poor. Wake up, churches. We need to start producing results. We start solving the problem of the world. We need to start teaching the members how to live their full potential instead of killing their potential, instead of killing their destiny and said, hey, guess what? Don't do anything. Just come to the church and you just have to serve. That's it. That is all you need to do. And you are doing great job. But that is a lie. That is not all what God wants you to do. Just to sit in church every Sunday, go or go to prayer meeting. I'm not condemning prayer meeting, that prayer meeting is wrong or praying is wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But that is not all to it. There is more to it. God didn't just create you, just say, okay, from Monday to Sunday, I want you to stay in church, just worship me all day, don't do anything else. Even Jesus Christ himself, while he was here on earth, he go and minister outside and he had a job. He was a carpenter. He was not a doctor, even though he does miracles. He performed miracles. He was healing, but he was not a doctor. He was a carpenter. But he was doing so many things. He was not a lawyer, but he was standing for justice. He was not a businessman, but guess what? He knows about businesses. He knows how for you to become a millionaire, what you need to do. He didn't have all these titles, but yet he only had one. He was a carpenter. That's it. But he was doing so much. So it's up to us to stand up, rise up. Christians, we need to start taking our rightful places here on earth before the darkness overshadow us, because we are the light of the world. And we are supposed to be shining light wherever there is darkness. And if we are dimming our light and letting the darkness overshadow us, that's not good. The church is supposed to be the pillar where you're supposed to learn things, where you're supposed to go and get energy to go out. But when you go to church and say that you have energy, what do you do with it? It's wasted. We need to open our eyes. We need to start thinking deep. It's deeper than we think. Our God is a deep thinker. He's not a shallow-minded person. He is a foresighted. He sees far. We are supposed to be seeing far ahead of us. Not only short-sighted, but foresighted, like look far into the future, what's going to happen. God knows what was going to happen in the future, and he predicted it. He said this is what's going to happen, and whatever he says in the Bible that is happening, it's happening now. We are seeing it with reality because he was a foresighted. Because we are created in his image and his likeness, we are supposed to be like him. We are supposed to be foresighted. We are supposed to be looking ahead. What's going to come? What disaster is going to come? Okay, this thing that I'm doing right now, how is it going to impact me 5 years from now? How is it going to impact me 10 years from now? How is it going to impact people? Not only you, but also people. You need to care about people because God cared about people. How is it going to impact? How is it going to affect this decision? For example, for president or anybody in a leadership position, when you're making a decision, don't think about yourself, because a lot of people in leadership, they always think about themselves. But you are not supposed to be thinking about yourself, because it's not all about you. It's all about the people that are going to be affected, right? So if you're a president or you're in a leadership position, when you're making a decision concerning whatever, you need to think, say, how is it going to impact the people? Not only me, but how is it going to affect the people? What what is the pros and cons of this action that I'm about to take? Like, you can take this for your own life yourself. Like, this decision that I'm going to make right now, how is it going to affect my future? Because your future, it's not only your present. Because a lot of people in Africa, they think about their present, they never think about the future. How is this going to impact my future? How is it going to impact my children or generation to come? How is it going? If we all start thinking that way, as a church or as an individual or as a member, guess what? Then we won't be making bad decisions. Because if you're thinking about the least privileged, how is that least privileged somebody? Because God wants us to think about the least privileged people. How is that less privileged person going to be affected by this decision that I'm about to make? When you start thinking about the less privileged, whatever decision you make for your country or as a leader, you start thinking, say, what this decision, even yourself, your life, he said, this decision I'm about to make, how is it going to affect my future? How is it going to impact my future? Is it going to impact my future negatively, or is it going to impact my future positively? And if it's going to affect your future negatively, it's a clear sign that you are not supposed to be doing it. But if it's going to impact the nation or yourself positively, then it's a clear sign from God that, wow, I must do this. You need to look at all the critical thinking. Critical thinking is very important in our life that we're living nowadays. Critical thinking. Because a lot of people don't think, they impulse decision. Oh, well, they don't think about it. Oh, yeah. Oh, it sounds good. Okay, sounds good. That doesn't make it right. Because a lot of people think that, oh, it sounds good. Oh, it looks perfect. That doesn't make it right. Like, a lot of people will come to you. Oh, they look all nice and beautiful, perfect. That doesn't mean they have a perfect life. That everything is okay with them, that they don't have problem, or they're not going through pain, or they're not going through tribulation, or they're not going through stuff. So everything that sounds good, it's not always right. You need to do a deeper thinking. Look at all the possibilities. Say, okay, if I take this, how is gonna affect? Because cause and effect, you know the cause. Because you do one thing, the repercussion or the consequences that come after it. But a lot of people don't think about the consequences, about the decisions that they make. So the church, again, I said, we are the answer. It's our responsibility as a Christian to transform the world. By we knowing the truth, by we knowing the principle of God, by we knowing the rules of God, by we knowing the laws of God, because we know it, even though some people know it, but they don't live it out. Because that is another thing. Not you knowing something, but if you're not showing it, because some people, oh, love, 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 love. They talk about love all the time. But if you're not actually acting the love out, the word mean nothing. Because love is it's a verb, it's an action word. It's not a noun. It's an action word. Love. So the church is the answer. You need to be feeding your members with the word and help the members to live up to their full potential, to empty themselves out, because God deposits so many things in us that we are supposed to unleash here on earth. Because a lot of people are waiting in churches, they want to go to heaven. Oh, I want to go to heaven. But are you ready to go to heaven? Are you emptied yourself out? Because all that God deposited in you, have you emptied it out? If you have not emptied it out and you die and you go, God is going to be so disappointed in you, and you're going to be disappointed in yourself. Say, wow, I didn't know I have all this in me. So this is all what I was supposed to do. God, are you telling me that? God said, yeah, it was there all along. But because the church are failing on the mission to help their members, things are not being done right. I'm saying this out of experience because I was like, I came into a point that I was looking for answer because I have so many questions that I needed answered. So where did I go? I go to church. I said, well, they will have the answer for me. But they failed me. They failed me. And but I didn't stop there. I was still hungry. I was still desperate. I wanted to know God. I wanted it. I was searching for the truth. I was searching for the truth because I needed the truth. Because there are so many answers that I needed. That I need answers to. I thought the church have it. I thought the pastors have it. And I asked them, no, they give me the wrong. They give me the wrong answer. And if I follow that answer that they give me, I will not even be talking to you guys today. They were the one pulling you down because a lot of churches today, you are going through struggles. You're struggling. Instead of them help build you up, they are the same one that's going to tear you down. That is not what the church supposed to be. You're supposed to build them. Yeah, somebody might be going through addiction. Somebody might not be living a perfect life. But somebody might be living in sin. But it's not your responsibility to but stay in prayer with that person, giving that person hope, praying for that person. Say, God, deliver this person. Not the way that they do it in the pulpit of Africa. They go and shame you all because you're doing. Oh no, pray for them in the corner, in your secret. Say, God, I know my sister, I know my brother is going through this. God, I know you have the answer to set her free or set him free. I pray that you help this sister or you help this brother to find you, to have a personal relationship with you, have a personal connection. Because the only time we are connected to God, that's when a lot of things happen in your life. I'm telling you, the biggest thing you would do for your life is being connected to God all the time. Connect to Him because this is your source of power, is your energy. If you disconnect, it's just like I use this example all the time when I go and talk to people. Like I use this example all the time. It's like a power source, like say electricity. That is who God is electricity. It's like a power. Like when you plug in your radio or your TV, you put it in the power. If there is no electricity, guess what? That TV will never come on. That radio will never come on, right? Because there is no electricity going through. This is what a lot of people do as a Christian. They say, I'm a Christian, but they're not really connected to God at all. And when you're not, is the frequencies is not transmitting because the power is dead. Because you can say, I love God, and you do not have a personal relationship with Him. It does not. It's like, but when you are connected to the source of power, right? And the electricity goes through those cables, and then boom, your TV start working, your radio comes on. So that is how we are supposed to be as a Christian. We are connected to the heavenly realm. The frequency is going transmission. So whatever is being downloaded in heaven is being downloaded to you, and you come and you act it out. You show it at a picture. I don't know if somebody is getting this picture that I'm saying, right? You plug in the TV, wave go through, and guess what? Picture comes out in on the TV screen, right? So us Christians, when we connected to heaven and the frequency transmitting to us, guess what? We go out and we start showing the picture out. So whatever picture you're showing out, that's what the source that you are connected to. If you're showing negativity, you're showing hatred, you're showing, I don't know, all kind of bad things, because it's evidence that you are being connected to the wrong source. But when you're connected for the right source, good things start coming out of you. They start coming out of you, and by evidence, people that knows you will be a testimony. Say, wow, I can't believe what that sister is doing. Or, wow, I used to know her. She used to do this. She or he or she used to do this. She used to be like this and that. Wow. Because that is transformation. But you can't say that you have been transformed and you're still doing the same thing over and over again. That is not transformation. That is not transformation, my people. Transformation is when some people are dinging me here. Being distracted. I'm easily distracted. Anyway, focus again. What was I saying? Now they make me lost. So when whatever you are pulling out of you, that is just an evidence of what you're connected to. Because you can't be connected to your heavenly Father, you cannot be connected to heaven, and and because God said love, and your coming out is hatred. It cannot be. Because the more you are in the presence of God, the more you are connected to the source, the better you become, the better person you become, the more you want to be like Jesus, the more you start acting like God, and people will wonder and say, wow, where are you from? Why are you doing like this? That has to be a difference from the people of the world and a believer. If there is no difference between you and the people of the world, that makes you guys equal as the people of the world. Because there has to be a difference. How can you change somebody when you are doing the same thing the person is doing? You can't. Jesus he was different. People was like, what is wrong with this man? Like when he was going to the synagogue, when he was preaching to God, they were wondering, say, where is he getting this from? Where is he getting this wisdom from? Where is he getting this from? You have to know darkness and light cannot be together. Whenever, like listen to this. When you're in a dark room, you're in a dark room, there is no light at all. It's dark. What happens when light comes? Darkness disappear. That is what churches are supposed to be doing. They need to be shining their light into the dark areas. But guess what? Today, nobody wants to go to the dark areas. Oh, I don't want to go there. There's so much evil there. Oh, there's so much this there. I don't want to be part of those people. But yet you said you're a Christian. You don't want to be part. Oh, I'm not going to say, don't be equally yoked. Yes, the Bible said that. But there is a darkness there. And you're a light. So you need to go where the darkness is and you shine your light. That doesn't make you be party of them. You are going there to shine your light. Like some people who said, oh, well, I hang out with my friends, do this, that. I don't know. It's like some bad things. Maybe my friend drink, they smoke, they do this, or the partying, all that kind of stuff. I'm a Christian, right? I'm supposed to teach those friends, not abandon them, pray for them, and keep telling them the truth. And keep praying for them. One day, God is going to touch them. and they will come to God. But if you be strong as a believer and you keep doing, you be consistent in whatever you're doing, because you can't be a Christian and you be wavy, because there are a lot of Christians that are wavy. Today the wind will blow them this way, tomorrow the wind blow them that way. It's like back and forth. Oh, I'm a Christian today, no, I'm not a Christian today. Oh, I love Jesus today, no, I don't love Jesus today. Oh, I hate you, Jesus. Oh, I love you, Jesus. No, you have to be consistent in loving God and doing whatever you do, because it's consistency that's what brings result. Because a lot of people are not consistent. Oh, I love God, yes, but when you go to God in prayer, when you're worshiping God, what are you picturing? What's coming into your mind when you're in church? Are you there thinking about yourself? How God gonna solve all your problem that you're going through, about the pain that you're going through, or I have a sickness, oh, the only reason why I come to church because I want God to heal me? Or are you there because you want to know him? Because the more you know him, the more he reveal himself to you. Because a lot of people are going to church for their own selfish interests, I'm sorry, but not because they want to have a personal relationship with God, or because they want to love God, or because they want to know God. There's, I know God. Like, really? Like, do you really, really know God? Because if you do really, really know God, you won't be doing what you're doing right now. A lot of people say, I have faith. I have faith. Do you really, really have faith? Because you know what faith is? Faith is believing in something. Like, you've not, that you're gonna do it. Not only I believe, I have faith, and then you're gonna sit down and you fold your hands and, oh, I have faith. I know I'm gonna have $1,000 in my account. I have faith. I believe I'm gonna have $1,000 in my account today. I have faith in God. God is going to do it for me. How is God gonna do it for you? You think God is just gonna dump the money? No, you have faith that you're gonna have $1,000 in your account. Now, act on that faith. Go outside, go find a job, and guess what? At the end, you will have $1,000 in your account. But you can say, "Oh, I have faith," and you sit down and fold your hands and you're just praying. You said, "I have faith." No, there are works that you need to do. You just don't have the faith, and I'm just gonna sit down. I'm not gonna do. No, have the faith. Now put that faith into action and believe in it, and that it's gonna work. And you do with all diligence, then it's gonna materialize. Because a lot of people, let's say, okay, let's use another example. Okay, I want to have a car. Okay, and you start saying, I have faith, I'm gonna have a car by the end of the year or end of the month. How are you going to have that car? That's my question. Just by faith? By not doing anything, by not investing, you think that God is just going to say, wow, because you needed a car. Like, that is what is destroying Africans when they go to church and the church is not giving the answers that we have, because they think that God, I don't know how to say it without offending a lot of people. Like, I don't know what to take God for. Like, nobody wants to do anything. They just want God sit down and everything work. No, the reason why you existed here, the reason why He created you, is for you to do the work. Actually, we are supposed to be doing the work. Like, He will give us the information, He will give us the wisdom, He will give us everything, but we need to put it into action. But, oh, God is gonna do it. I know God is going to do it. God is going to give me that car. I know. And a lot of people with they will write a word, a nice word, and, like, I don't know. Then you receive it. Oh, I receive it. You can pray and receive it all you want. If there is no action backing whatever that thing is, you're wasting your time. There is always action. Our God is the action God. He works. He says things and He puts it into action. He say words, he put it, everything he says, he acted out. Us as a Christian, us as the church, don't just be preaching the word of God. Oh, I don't know what example I should use. Like they're preaching, they're quoting scriptures. You should love, 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 love. But you go to the church, is there any love there? Like there is churches. Like for example, in Sierra Leone, I went to Sierra Leone, and there is this church. I'm not condemning anybody. I'm just giving an example. Don't come shoot me. The Trinity Church. It's on Kisi Road, I believe. I was disturbed by that actually. And I was passing there all the time. I was disturbed. And I was thinking, God, like there's a church right there. And there's this homeless people. I think at nighttime they will be sleeping in front of the church. And I believe that has been going on for a very, very, very long time. And that church actually is one of the biggest church in Sierra Leone. The Anglican Church, I think it's an Anglican Church. I don't know why I'm talking on this subject. I didn't plan on saying it. But I was disturbed. Every time I passed that area, I was disturbed. It's like, my God, like, what is this church doing? Like, the people sleeping, I don't know if they're doing anything, but I'm just disturbed. Like, I believe that that thing has been going on for years and years and years. Like, people line up in front of the church area and they spend the night, they sleep there. In my mind, I was like, is this for real? Why is this church not finding a solution to help these people with all the money that they have? Like, and they are talking, they're probably preaching in the church about love. And yet, you are passing by, you're seeing those people sleeping on those streets, and your church cannot do anything. They will probably say, well, we allow them to sleep there. That no. He said, I was hungry. You never give me food to eat. I was homeless. You never give me place to sleep. I was in prison. You never came and visited me there. I was in the hospital. You never came. What is Jesus trying to say in that parable? That doesn't mean he was the one, because we were created in his image and his likeness. And we are supposed to be doing what he is doing. And yet, and that I couldn't wrap my head around that picture. I still picture it up to today. It's like, this is what Jesus was saying. I was homeless, and you never give me a place to sleep. And yet, there are people lining up in front of your church, and you never bring a solution how you can get those people, build a house for them. And the government probably seeing that too, but it's not all up to the government's responsibility to do it. God help me, God. I pray that God help me, because I have solutions to a lot of things that is going on in Sierra Leone. I saw a lot of things. I was really disturbed the whole time I was there. I saw things that I was like, my God, what are the churches doing? But they have crusade all the time. But you can't fix the basic needs of the people. My God, me talking about it right now, I just want to cry. I cannot get that. People, those people were sleeping and it's cold, and sorry guys, but I cannot believe it with my own eyes. I cannot believe it. I was like, my God, help me. In front of the church, they were sleeping on the floor with their families. I was like, God, what are they doing? We, the church, supposed to be the answer. But yet we are neglecting. We're not doing what we are supposed to be doing. And yet everybody want to go to heaven. A lot of people are going to be disappointed that they were living a fake life. That, wow, I go to church every Sunday. That makes me a good person. But yet you go to work on Monday and Tuesday, you are being mean to your coworkers. I cannot get that picture out of my head. I pray that God help me. I was thinking while I was there, I was looking at those people every time I walked by there. I was like, God, please help me. How can I help these people? I don't have money, but I want to help those people. I have the answer. I know how to help them, but I don't have the resources to do it. But I know He have the resources, and I know He's going to help me to come up with ideas. And those people, every day I go to sleep, I think about those people there. Every day I picture them sleeping there, and that's not okay. This is why I'm doing this podcast. Let everybody will all start thinking the same way. We start up realizing the same way. That is the only way we're gonna take care of all the problem in the world. Because it's only when people know, that's where something is gonna happen. But if we are not knowing and we're just doing the same thing over and over, no results, I keep saying it's insanity. It's crazy, it's madness. You do this thing over and over again and you're not seeing nothing. Please, Sierra Leoneans, we need to do something as a church or every country. We need to take care of the poor and the needy because that is the heart of God. That is what love is. You need to take care of the people that cannot take care of themselves. That is when you get the reward. But you can't be taking your money that you have and you're going to give it to somebody that have a private jet, and now you're telling me that God is going to bless you. That is rubbish. God will never because the people that need it, you're not giving it to them. You're supposed to give it to the people that actually need it. That's what tithing is all about. But somebody is driving a private jet. He probably have one private, two private jet, and yet I'm going to sow because I want to be like that man of God. Like, you will never be like the man of God because you are you. God created you uniquely in your own way. You can't be like that man of God. You need to create yourself. And you envy, oh, that I want to be like that pastor. I want to be some more. Don't you know that you are anointed on your own? Why do you want to be like anybody when God created you to be you? If you want to do yourself a great favor and you want to bless your life, whenever you see the poor and the needy, it's better you invest in them than you invest in a man of God that already have everything that they need. Give that money to that. Maybe go get a child out of the street. Maybe that child is hawking and selling in the streets. If you invest that your tithe into that child's life, it will be more blessing to you than you taking your money and you going to give it to a man of God that already have a private jet, living a life of large. It will be more blessing to you. Like, if all the people in the diaspora, they all come together, we start solving problems in our countries one by one, our countries will be better. And we don't need to go we don't need to be traveling outside to go find a greener pasture. because the green is green down there, but we cannot see it because we're blind. We say, well, it's not green there, it's green over there. But don't you know that your grass is green too? It's just because of you're not taking care of it, you're not doing something about it, so you don't know the value of it. But if we start solving those problems, like those people in the Trinity Church, I think it's Trinity Church, they call it, on Kissy Road by what is it called? Mountain Court area. Like you will see, you go there at night, people. I wanted to take a video about it, but I was so scared. But I wanted to take a picture and see those people sleeping on the streets, like lots of them, and they have the kids with them too. I was like, that picture, can't get it out of my head. But I have a solution, but I'm limited. But I know God will help me. How to bring answers to the people, because I have the answer. We have the answer. All of us, not only me, all of us have the answer to get rid of poverty in Africa. We all have it. But we don't, a lot of people don't know it. They only think that is the government that is responsible for it. But now it's us, all of us, individually. Everybody has a part to play. And if we all start playing our own part, you will see the result. Trust me on that. I can bet my life on that one. So, anyway, I don't know why I had to share that with you guys, but I felt led to share it with you guys. Maybe that might touch you too. You might do something. I'm going to come up with something maybe next week, and I've been praying into it, and I've been asking God to help me out, because I really do care about the people in Sierra Leone. I know they have so much potential. I know they can do so much. But I'm finding ways that God can help me to help them to live to their full potential. So stay tuned. I might come up with something. Bear with me. Still in prayer, asking God to give me wisdom, because I need wisdom from Him to go and help those people. I'm passionate about a lot of things in Sierra Leone. A lot of people. I see the life that the youth were living there. The life the youth were living there was not great. And I know they can live better. I know they can live better. But I know God is going to work something out. And since I'm alive, I will do something. As long as I'm alive, I will do something, that I play my own part here. Everybody have to play their own part. Everybody have to take their own responsibility. And I'm going to take my own part, and I'm going to help those people. I'm going to help those people, because I can't stop thinking about it. And I'm still baffled about it. So if you have an idea how to help those people, you can message me. Message me on my messenger, and let's find something out. How can we help? I know how, but I don't have the resources to do it. But I have idea how I can help them. But I'm limited in resources, because you need resources in anything you need. You need money to do it. But I know how to help them. So anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. Sorry that I was off there. Those things just break my heart. That I see every day, it breaks my heart. Those are the only things that break me. That will break me, really break me. Things like that I see. Like before, maybe that I may see that, but now I can't overlook. I try, like I can't. The pictures stick. It's like God telling me it's your responsibility. It's like, yeah, God, I know. I'll do something, but I need you to help me. Anyway, I pray that you guys have a good day. And God will speak to each and every one of us how we can work and bring answers to the problems that are going on in the world. You guys have a wonderful day. God bless you guys and stay blessed. Peace.